Hello everybody and welcome into Cockburn Ice Arena for today's game between the Perth Inferno and the Melbourne Ice. Apologies for the delay in getting the coverage up and running, but we are live now between these two teams and the Perth Inferno, who split the weekend in round one up at Brisbane against the Brisbane Lightning, and the defending champions Melbourne Ice, who went 2-0 on their trip to Adelaide. As we have the first period underway here, and the Perth Inferno, they'll be shooting to the left of your screen as we see now. Breaking through, clear from the neutral zone, and just a nice little backhand shot that gets patted away by the Melbourne Ice. Be an interesting contest today between these two teams. The Inferno now entering their zone. Just in the slot there, just not able to handle it. Now the Melbourne Ice trying to break clear. They do get held up. Isla Malcolm doing well on the puck there. Jamie McKenzie now tracking back for the Perth Inferno. Zoe Webb just coming off a change on the blue line, couldn't hold it up. Now the Melbourne Ice trying to break clear out of their zone into the neutral zone. The Perth Inferno doing a really good job though. Jamie McKenzie just dumps it in. They go to work here. Just feeding it towards a goal, just come off the side of the post there. Now the Melbourne Ice, Shana Godfrey down that left-hand side. Just skates through, tries to cut back in and get a shot on goal. Does. Rebounds out to the back here. Down low now, the Melbourne Ice. Feeds it back up to Godfrey on the forehand. That shot gets blocked by Malcolm. And battling that far corner now. The puck gets held up along the boards. Digging away at it. And we have a whistle. Face off now. Bit of a battle, bit of a scramble. Now the Perth Inferno are able to run away with it here. Scala just using the left hand to control the puck. Gets a shot on goal. Clark Crumpton's behind the net. Tries to feed it back to Scala. Can't. Now Cochrane's there. So too is Marnie Pullen. Now skates clear. Great handles and speed from Pullen. Just tries to feed it across ice. No one there. Scala picks it up for the Inferno. It's trapped on the blue line. And we have another whistle. Davis Tope at the dot for the Melbourne Ice. Puck skirts out to that right-hand side. Bit of a battle. Stick gets on it, goes right in behind the Melbourne Ice goaltender. Now the Perth Inferno, they'll go to work on the forecheck in this near corner. Malcolm's there. Garbutt as well, putting the pressure on for the Inferno. Their puck goes up to the blue line as a shot. Great save there. Now the Melbourne Ice will go back down the other way. Down their right wing. Anderson now feeds it into the slot, trying to get a redirect. I think it was Davis Tope getting the stick in there as the puck goes all the way down the other end. And we have an icing. Have a face-off to the left of Sasha King, the goaltender for the Perth Inferno. Michaela Pearce in net for the Melbourne Ice. It's a bit of a scramble. Bit of a backhand shot from Marnie Pullen, and that is cut off by the Perth Inferno, Catherine Bailey, the new captain this season for the Perth Inferno. Now Del Basso tries to fire a shot. That is blocked. A great block there on the shins. Mackenzie now tries to get a shot on goal. Goes over to that far corner. Still got it, does Mackenzie. Little backhand shot towards the goal that's cut off. The Melbourne Ice do well defensively. Getting bodies in front to help out Piers. Now the Inferno on the attack again. Now the Melbourne Ice able to gather the puck in their zone to break clear. It's Godfrey again down that left-hand side. Seen that a few times already in this game. Just circles in behind the net, holds onto the puck, looking for a teammate. A shot on towards King, who gets down and saves it. That was St. Amant, who looked impressive last weekend for the Melbourne Ice. The blue liner against the Adelaide Rush. Off the face-off, Salmon wins it for the Inferno, but there is a scramble. There's a battle between Salmons and Butler at the face-off. Now the Inferno through Scala, enters the zone, got time, gets a shot on Piers, there's a rebound, there's an opportunity, and they score! The Perth Inferno, they get the opening goal of the game. Elizabeth Scala down that left-hand side, they're able to open up on the forehand. And Clark Crompton sliding in at the far post. Is able to get the rebound and put it away as we see Scala with the first shot on the forehand. And Clark Crompton picking up the rebound, just crashing the net. And the Perth Inferno, they take the early lead here, 1-0. Davis Tope now, trying to go forward but gets held up on the red line. Now the Perth Inferno, they'll go on the attack again. Another shot towards Piers, pushes that in behind the net. Davis Tope does collect it, just cuts back, holds onto the puck looking for a teammate. Battling away there is Garbutt, has it now for the Inferno. Looks for a teammate. Great pass and the shot just went a little bit high. That was from Del Basso. Another shot on Piers, pressuring the net now, the Perth Inferno. Repeat shots on Piers. We have a delayed penalty. So the Perth Inferno were all over the Melbourne Ice. Yeah, it looks like now the Melbourne Ice will go on the power play. Del Basso gets called for hooking. Yeah, that pressure, now they'll have to defend on the penalty kill. Entering this game, Inferno had a 70% percentage on the penalty kill up in Brisbane last weekend to open up the season. Pulling out the blue line, looking for a lane. Just plays it down low. Over to that far side across ice, they get a shot on King, that goes wide. The Ice still have it. Anderson now, the import. Finds Pullen. Pullen now. Just holds on to it. Back to Pullen. The top of the blue line. Looks for a player down low to try and get a bit of a redirect. It goes wide of the near post. That was Anderson. Cycled all the way down low there. Davis Tope now. Godfrey. This goes across ice. Just looking for a lane. The Inferno doing a good job here, not collapsing. There's a great block there on Pullen at the blue line. Now Sarah Salmons now with speed. Shoots, scores! Sarah Salmons collects the puck from the defensive zone after a great block. Collects it, goes through the neutral zone. And on that far side, all alone, fires an absolute beauty to get it past Piers. You see here, collects it on the defensive blue line. This goes through all three zones and fires it blocker side into the corner. Sarah Salmons, absolutely electric. So the Perth Inferno, they take a 2-0 lead. Short-handed as well. They lead the shot count 8-3. The first 10 minutes of this game, they've really been on top. Now the Melbourne Ice, can they reply? St. Amant has it. Finds Anderson at the top of the blue line. Feeds it back. St. Amant, a little shot towards King, who gets down and just pads that away. They still have it though, St. Amant. Davis Tope now, fires one towards King. It's blocked, plenty of bodies there for the Infernos. A bit of a scramble in front of King. Butler now. Anderson finds Butler. Butler shoots towards King. Tries a wraparound. King is able to get down and block it, and they score. The initial save there on Anderson is a wraparound opportunity on King, and the Melbourne Ice, they get one on the power play. A much-needed goal after the short-hander from Salmons. You see here, Anderson just tries a wraparound opportunity as a rebound. The puck goes clear. And the Melbourne Ice, Stephanie Cockburn, I think it was, the captain, able to put it away. So the Melbourne Ice get one back. Score is 2-1. The Inferno lead. A big goal for the Melbourne Ice early in this contest. Off the face-off now. Melbourne Ice, they go forward. Player loses an edge, no call. Now over to that far side. The Perth Inferno looking to break clear. They do now. Jamie McKenzie has the puck. He's got Salmons in support. Fires one towards the net. Goes wide. Will McCullum getting back there for the Perth Inferno to put some pressure on the forecheck. The Melbourne Ice, though, they're able to gather the puck in behind the net and now break clear. Just skating through that neutral zone. A big slap shot from Christina Julienne, and she gets it past King. Just rips one, enters the zone. And Christina Julienne with a wicked slap shot, able to bury it past Sasha King. And the Melbourne Ice, they have battled back. And they have tied this game at 2 apiece. As we see, Christina Julienne just picking up the puck in the neutral zone, taking the blue line and just ripping one past Sasha King. And Christina Julienne, that's what we have come to expect from the Melbourne Ice star. An absolute laser. Buckle up, folks. This one could be an absolute ripper tonight between these two teams that have championship aspirations this season. Score is tied at 2-2. Now the Melbourne Ice. Raimundo at the blue line. Just dumps it in behind the net. Looking for some teammates to go to work on the forecheck. Melbourne Ice do. The Inferno, Salmons, just controlling the puck in the Inferno zone, then plays up that right wing. Scala just spins and turns. Who has the puck to Scala? Gets worried off it by St. Amant. Butler tries to feed it into the neutral zone, can't. And the Inferno get a shot towards Piers, that's blocked. Clark Crumpton in behind the net now. Just cuts back, looking for a teammate, finds Salmons. Brandon shoots off the bar and in! Or it's been waved away. The officials waved it away. The players celebrated. King's out of the net. Cochran just fired it towards the net. The Inferno, they thought they went up 3-2. Now the Melbourne Ice. The battle on the Inferno blue line. Now in behind King. Bailey. I think we go across ice, but it's deflected and it goes in down into the ice zone. Marnie Pullen gets back there alongside Isla Malcolm for the Inferno. Pullen does well, collects the puck and tries to play it out of the zone. Held up on the blue line. Inferno can't dump it in. Davis Tope now, holding onto the puck, plays it along the boards. And it bounces out now, the Melbourne Ice, they can go forward. Nani pulling the defender, trying to jump up. Couldn't control it as the puck gets dumped in behind Pearce. 9-8 the shot count, so the Melbourne Ice have evened out the shot count after the first 10 minutes. Davis Tope now down that left-hand side. Fires one towards King, goes in behind. Anderson trying to gather. Still has it, Anderson. That gets cut off as she tried to feed that towards King. Cooper. Inferno, now they get it out of their zone. They're having trouble there as the puck deflects and goes out of play. Now here we go. This goal here from Sarah Salmons. St. Amart now. The Melbourne Ice. Godfrey just backhands it forward. It is cut off though. Nice little backhand pass there. Now the Inferno go clear. Scala slap shots one that gets deflected and wide. Jackwitz does well to get back defensively. Plays it along the boards. Bammons comes in to cut it off. Now Baker going forward takes the blue line. Just Dangles and Deeks the way through. Bit of a toe drag, but it gets cut off. The Inferno now. Scala couldn't get on the end of that. St. Amart gets back defensively, just holds it up in behind the net. Jackwitz now just shovels that one out, but it bounced up in the air. Salmons trying to control it. The Inferno do well to hold it up on the blue line as Bailey just backhands that one in. Now the Inferno have it. Salmons now in the slot, tries to fire one. That gets cut. That gets blocked. Webb, little backhand from Scala. And Pearce gets down and saves. Now here we go, the Perth Inferno. Sarah Salmons thought she had the go-ahead goal here in the slot. Just rips one-timer off the bar. Up and down and out. And the ref says no. Off the face-off. Wiggly Eunice. Just feeds that one forward to Butler. Butler does the same. Now the Melbourne Ice fire one at the net. That was Cockburn, the captain. We see here Danielle Butler just sees the captain Cockburn, who protects the puck and fires one at King. Was able to put the right arm up to save it. We'll have a face off to the right of King. Butler is there for the Melbourne Ice. Off the face-off, the Inferno win it. Garbett was there with the face-off with Butler. Now Garbett for the Inferno down that right wing. It does take the blue line, holds onto it, tries to fire a little wrist shot, but it reflects off some legs. And the Melbourne Ice, Cochran just chips that one into the neutral zone, and Butler will chase after it for the Melbourne Ice. Cooper. A fresh signing from the Adelaide Rush last season, Aspen Cooper, transferred to the Inferno. Butler in that far corner looking for a teammate for support. No one there. Cooper just chips it along the boards, still in there. Cooper gets it again behind the net. They can't feed it out. Raimundo keeps it in, just fires one towards the net. The Koviak now. Melbourne Ice doing a good job to keep it in the Inferno zone. St. Amart jumps up off the blue line, looking for a pass. No one home. Now the Inferno, they can't collect the puck. Now the Ice trying to control it. Anderson just backhands that one in. They'll go in on the forecheck. Davis Tope is there for the Ice, in behind the net. The Inferno, they can't get it out as Anderson does well. Digs at it, in behind the net. Tries to find Davis Tope, but gets a stick in there. The Inferno, great job defensively. St. Amart for the Ice, can't keep it in the zone. And now the Perth Inferno, they can break clear. Marina Noddle now just gets stripped of the puck. Entering the slot, has got great hands, does Marina Noddle. Now the Inferno, they keep it in the Ice zone. They fire a shot towards Pearce, off target. Scala collects it, just goes back to the defender. That right-hand side for the Inferno. Scala collects it, just drops it back. Del Basso. Nice hands, Del Basso working away in, and Salmons had a wide open net, couldn't get enough on the shot. Feeds it back in front, there's no one home. Big opportunity there for Salmons. Now Christina Julian for the Melbourne Ice. Little backhand pass across ice. Couldn't find the teammate. Melbourne Ice, they keep it in the zone now. They've got time to shoot on King. Hits the logo. King trying to track back, trying to cover it. Couldn't get there. Julian was there for the Melbourne Ice. Big opportunity for the Melbourne Ice there. Clark Crumpton now the other way. Has time. Fires one towards Pearce. The puck goes up in the air. It's a bouncing puck. Salmon's there. No one can gather it. The puck is still scrambling. And Pearce able to finally track it and cover up. You see here on the replay, Clark Crumpton with time trying to pick a spot. Good save from Pearce. The puck went up in the air. It was a scramble. The puck was everywhere. Finally, Pearce able to cover it up. Garbutt and Butler battle, and Butler wins that face-off. Inferno, they can't keep it in the ice zone. Cockburn can't control the puck. Good pressure there from the Perth Inferno. Garbutt in there digging away at it. Let's go to Isla Malcolm. Malcolm now collects the puck. Only to get stripped of it. Now back the other way, the Melbourne Ice. Cockburn just chips it in and tries to chase after it. The arm goes up in the air. Catherine Bailey had the puck and Cockburn was pressuring. Delayed penalty here. The Melbourne Ice finally touch it up, so the Perth Inferno, they'll go on the power play. .244 remaining in the game. Big opportunity here for the Perth Inferno. Inferno went 0 for 12 against the Brisbane Lightning in the opening round of the season last weekend. But they will be looking to get their power play going today. It's a shot from the blue line. Plenty of traffic in front of Piers as St. Namart trucks over to that far corner, pressured by Lily McClellan. Sarah Salmons is in there as well. Anderson looking to collect it for the Ice, does so now. Plays it along the boards and picks up her own puck and tries to shovel it out. It does get past Bailey. And now Davis Tote for the Melbourne Ice, 2-on-1. Well, Bailey does well to get back. Bit of a stick lift and defensive play for the Perth Inferno. Catherine Bailey, the captain of the Inferno. Now Salmon's able to gather this puck as it goes through the neutral zone to the ice zone. Has time, fires a shot towards Pearce, and Pearce gets up to block it. Clark Crumpton just tries to play that one down low. McKenzie has it now. In behind the net. The Inferno. One minute remaining in the power play. Back up to the blue line, the Koviak. Drops it back down. There's a shot now towards Pearce, who gets down and saves that one. It's from Cooper. Inferno now. Koviak. Just a little wrist shot from the blue line. Pearce is scrambling. Made hard work of that one. Able to make the save. Koviak tries to stop that one as Melbourne Ice go forward. Now Anderson fires one. That goes high and wide of King. Gala gets stripped of that puck by Julian. Couldn't quite gather it though. Melbourne Ice forward. Now the Inferno. Gala looking to track that one. Couldn't. Back the other way. The Inferno have time here. Abby Webb collects the puck. Couldn't stick the pass in the neutral zone. Now the Inferno are able to collect it. Georgia McClellan now. looking for a teammate, just spins and tries to fire that one in towards a slot. 28 seconds remaining in the period. Tied at 2-2 here. Christina Julienne with speed once again. Hits the blue line. Looking for Elena Shoot. Just dumps that one back. Shot towards King. He's pulling. Gets deflected. Godfrey in that corner. Butler goes in to help. But the Perth Inferno, they win out and they just chip it along the boards and exit the zone. Time winding down now. Backhand pass into the slot. A shot on goal. That was from Isla Malcolm. Good save from Piers. And that'll do it. After one period of play, the Perth Inferno and the Melbourne Ice, they can't be split. They are tied at 2-2. The Perth Inferno came out firing in the opening 10 minutes all over the Melbourne Ice. Able to score one short-handed as well. But the Melbourne Ice, they are the defending champions, and they showed that in the back half of that first period to get back into this contest. So after one period, Perth Inferno and the Melbourne Ice, they are tied at 2 goals each. We'll have a short intermission and we'll be back with the second period of play. Stay with us. Welcome back to Cockburn Ice Arena for this game between the Perth Inferno and the Melbourne Ice, and we had an absolutely electric first period between these two teams. Something that we have been grown to expect over the past few seasons is these two teams have been sitting at the top echelon of the competition and really challenging for that Joan McCown trophy. And we do know the Melbourne Ice, they are defending champions, so they do have that championship calibre, despite going down a couple of goals or going down in any of their games. They've always got the opportunity to battle back. It's just in their DNA at the Melbourne Ice, as we aren't far away from the opening puck drop of the second period. If you have a look at the stats after two periods, we see 2 goals each between the two teams. For the Perth Inferno, it was Clark Crumpton starting it off, and then Sarah Salmons. And for the Melbourne Ice, it was Cochran and Julian. Salmons short-handed and Cochran on the power play. Perth Inferno leading the shot count 12-9. They did have a handy lead early in that period, but the Melbourne Ice did fight back. And for the Perth Inferno, Sasha King in goal, save percentage currently is 7.778. And Michaela Pearce, who has scrambled and dived and been all over the place in the net there for the Melbourne Ice, doing a terrific job, 0.833 so far, and 1 penalty each. And on the power play percentage, the Perth Inferno are 0 for 1. So across the opening 2 games in one period today, they are 0 for 13 and 0 for 1 today on the power play. The Melbourne Ice, they are 100% so far, with the captain, Steph Cochran, getting the power play goal in that first period. But that is the head-to-head stats between the two teams here at Cockburn Ice Arena, as the Zamboni is doing its job. A nice fresh sheet of ice for these players to come out onto the ice for. We thank you for joining us, and we do apologise for the early delay in the first period, a couple of minutes as we got things set here. I am Andrew McDougall, and we are Thought Fox Media Group, bringing you all the action live here from Perth, Western Australia, wherever you're tuning in from. I do know that we do get a lot of family and friends and hockey fans from all around the world tuning into the YouTube channel, at the AWIHL YouTube channel. So do hit subscribe, give it a like, and chuck some comments in there and get involved in all the action of Australia's elite women's ice hockey league here at the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League, round 2 of the 2025-26 season. There was an earlier game today as well between the Adelaide Rush and the Melbourne Ducks at Ice HQ, as the Melbourne Ducks get their Australian Women's Ice Hockey League campaign underway last weekend. The expansion era for them, still searching for that regulation win, the Melbourne Ducks. It was a 3-2 final in overtime for the Adelaide Rush. That was the earlier game today across in Melbourne at Ice HQ. For the Melbourne Ducks getting a couple of goals, their first goals as part of the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League, as the excitement builds there for the Melbourne Ducks. It was Jordan Kulbita for the Adelaide Rush getting the overtime winner, the superstar for the Adelaide Rush, who burst onto the scene last season with 20 goals. So that is a bit of a around the rinks from earlier today, as the Sydney Sirens and the Brisbane Lightning have no games this weekend. As we see the Melbourne Ice now heading across to their benches, and we'll get set for a big second period. Great to see a healthy crowd in here at Cockburn Ice Arena as well, which we have come to expect with this Perth Inferno team, who over the past few seasons had finished on top of the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League, have medalled as well, as a silver medal in there as well, and a bronze medal last season. There's a lot to like about the Perth Inferno for this home Perth crowd, and they do get out and support the Inferno in big numbers, as we see here tonight as well. It's a great battle between the two goaltenders as well. Sasha King for the Perth Inferno and Michaela Pearce. Two young stars of this competition. Two quality goaltenders. as we get set for the opening puck drop of this second period. So it looks like Olivia Del Basso for the Perth Inferno and Christina Julien for the Melbourne Ice. Off the face-off, the Perth Inferno, they do win it. Goes back to their defenders. They just chip it into the neutral zone. Julienne's able to gather it though. Now the Melbourne Ice go forward. Godfrey tried to deke away past Aspen Cooper. Got stripped of the puck. Over in his far side. Garbutt's there for the Inferno, just digging away at it. Cooper for the Inferno is trying to get onto the end of that. Now the Perth Inferno, they go forward. Isla Malcolm gets to the red line and just dumps it in and wraps it around the boards, looking for a teammate to get on the end of it. Trying to go to work on that forecheck in that far corner. The Inferno get a shot towards Piers. It goes wide. Malcolm now gathers a puck, keeps it in the zone. Tries to chip it down low. They still keep it in there. Now the puck does bounce out into the neutral zone. Melbourne Ice, they just dump it in as they make a partial change. Christina Julien trying to track it. They keep it in at the blue line of the ice. Just a wrist shot towards King. And King gets down and gloves that one. As you see here, just trying to backhand that out. They do a good job keeping it on the blue line. St. Lamar just gets a wrist shot towards King. He gets down and saves that comfortably. We have a face-off to the left of King. Garbutt and Butler will battle at the dot. It was Sophie Reader, sorry, my apologies. She does win the face-off. The Melbourne Ice, they trap it in the zone. Can't quite control it as Abigail Webb just backhands that one out of the zone. The Melbourne Ice, they just flick it in behind King. Webb. Now the Inferno through Reader. Trying to go forward. They do. They chip it forward now. It was Lily McClellan. St. Amart, though, able to cut that one off. Just loses track of the puck in behind Piers. They do well, though, the Melbourne Ice. Cockburn just lifts it out. They chase after it. Butler just pressuring on the forecheck. Does well. Causes the turnover. Cochran just backhands that one in. In behind King as Butler collects. Still has it. Now Clark Crumpton, the Perth Inferno, down that left wing. Just plays it across ice. Couldn't find the teammate. There's Mackenzie. And keep battling away. Now Georgia McClellan gets to the red line and just chips that one in and deep. Clark Crumpton will chase after it and then backhands a pass. Looking for Scala. Has it now. Scala feeds it back up to the blue line. The Inferno just a wrist shot towards goal. It goes wide. Salmons now. Couldn't quite handle the puck, but they still hold on to it. Clark Crumpton. Salmons goes back in to collect it. St. Amart now over that far side. Davis Tope in there to help. Scala in there for the Inferno. St. Amart, though, wins out. And he chips it as far as Bailey. Finds Salmon. Salmon still has it. Just dumps it in behind. And St. Amart now for the Melbourne Ice will collect. Plays it along the boards and they exit the zone. Strong shift there from St. Amart for the Melbourne Ice. Bailey just backhands that one in. Inferno make a partial change. In behind the net, Scala does well, wins the puck battle. They feed it in front, trying to get a shot, but there's plenty of bodies. Couldn't get a clear opportunity. Now the Melbourne Ice go back the other way. Anderson now with speed takes a blue line on the backhand. Couldn't quite control it. Salmons does well defensively. Enough pressure. Julian keeping it in the zone. Does well. Still has it, Julian. Dangling her way through. Finds space on the backhand towards King. King makes a save. The puck is loose as a shot. The puck was lifted. King was down. The whistle was blown. As we see here, Christina Julien just backhands one towards King. The puck comes out. It's an opportunity. The play was blown dead. Nisimovic was there for the Melbourne Ice. Couldn't get it past King. Off the face-off, pulling now. This goes D to D. The Ice will dump it in. Koviak. Couldn't find Malcolm. Garbutt plays it forward. Baker. Couldn't quite handle it. Now Christina Julien picks the puck up, just fires a wrist shot towards King that goes wide. Couldn't quite handle the puck, a weird bounce. Now Shana Godfrey has the puck for the Ice. Just spins and turns, holds on to it, protects the puck. Just tries to feed it back in front, but that's cut off. Now they're in behind the net. The puck does come out. The Perth Inferno able to just chip it out. The Melbourne Ice, they get to the red line and dump it in. And they make a change. The Koviak's there for the Inferno, but doesn't get there first. Cockburn battling away in the corner. The Ice now have it, just deking away through, backhand shot towards goal. It goes wide. Leader Jackwitz now tries to get a backhand pass down low. But Butler. The Inferno chip it out. So the Melbourne Ice all over the Inferno at the moment. Taina Mart just spins and plays it off the boards. The Ice will go forward now. It's a dangle and a shot towards King. It gets blocked. That was Butler. Reader chips it out to the neutral zone. Now the Inferno finally able to get it deep into the Ice zone. McClellan in behind the net. Just feeds it up to the blue line. A slap shot towards Pearce. And Pearce gets down and sees it and makes a great save. You see on the replay here, McClellan feeds it up to the blue line. A big slap shot. Aspen Cooper. He is able to track that one all the way. Salmons and Davis Tote will battle. Inferno able to win it. And this shot goes high and off the glass. Gala. Now the Melbourne Ice. Anderson, the import, with speed. Fires a wrist shot that goes across the face of goal. All the way out to the neutral zone. Now Marty Pullen jumps in off the blue line. Lost their handle on it. Anderson now will pick it up in that far corner. Anderson still has it. Cuts off that pass. Still has it. Tries to feed it in front. Bounces off some skates, and now Salmons for the Inferno will collect and feed it forward. Finds Scala down that left-hand side. Scala now cuts back in. Now dumps it off to Salmons. Salmons now feeds it back towards Scala. Scala now on the backhand. The shot goes wide. Had Pearce stranded. Now the puck's in behind the net. Pearce lost a stick and now gathers a stick and picks it up. Clark Crumpton finds Salmons. And just offside. You see this play here. Scala just dumps it off and Salmons collects, tries to find Scala. Scala on the backhand, fires a shot at goal. Pearce lost the stick. The puck was in behind the net. Big opportunity for the Melbourne Ice. We're still locked in at 2-2. Inferno now in the Ice zone. Garbutt. They still have it, the Inferno. Zoe Webb was fanned on that one, trying to get a shot away from the blue line. The puck's in behind the net and it's fed in front. Now Bailey now fires one towards Pearce. The puck is bouncing around. There's another shot on Pearce. Now Garbutt now, the Inferno. In that far corner. Pass across the ice towards Bailey at the blue line. It hits a stick and goes up and out of play into the Inferno bench. The Perth Inferno just trapping the Melbourne Ice in their own zone. Sophie Reader will take the face off for the Perth Inferno. Danielle Butler for the Melbourne Ice to the left of Pearce. Off the face-off, it goes towards the slot. The Melbourne Ice able to deal with it. So they go forward now. Couldn't get clean possession as they entered the Inferno zone. Now the Melbourne Ice. And they work it out defensively. The Inferno doing a good job again to try and keep it in, but the puck does come out. Butler's there for the Melbourne Ice, battling away with Rita. The Inferno able to get it back in. And there is an offside on the Perth Inferno. Bit of an arm wrestle in this second period through the neutral zone and trying to exit their own zones and getting clear opportunities on goal. Davis-Tope and Salmons battles, and Salmons wins the face-off. McClellan tries to play it off the boards, no one there. Salmons has it now. Inferno held up by Jack Witts in the neutral zone. Now the Inferno, they go forward. Malcolm, or Scala, sorry, fires that one towards the goal. It's blocked. The Melbourne Ice now, they'll go back the other way. Davis-Tope with speed, able to get around a defender, trying to cut back in on the backhand. Falls and scores! Davis-Tope with speed, able to enter the zone. Get around Webb. Was looking to go backhand, lost an edge, and able to find its way past King. You see on the replay, just pushes the body out to protect the puck, falling, and then fires on the forehand. And the Melbourne Ice, they take the lead 3-2. Something out of nothing there from Davis-Tope. Just using her speed, able to get past Webb and put in the back of the net. It's a big goal, the midway part of this period for the Melbourne Ice. You see the shot count is 14 each. As the puck was dumped in behind King, and it might have gone underneath. Yeah, it's gone underneath the Zamboni gate. That's a present for the Zamboni driver. Off the face-off, Del Basso wins that for the Inferno. Bailey gets back and just backhands the pass across. Looking for Zoe Webb, the D partner. The Inferno, they're able to work their way out though. They go forward now. Trying to feed it across, and it's well intercepted there by the Melbourne Ice. Marnie Pullen doing a great job defensively. Still working away Pullen. The Ice work it forward. Julian picking up speed, trying to track that one down. Does well. Pressures Bailey. He dumps it back. Finds Webb. They do a great job feeding the puck out of their zone. Del Basso hits the boards and falls over. The puck is still loose. Dana Mart now able to feed it back in. Down low behind Pearce. It's the Melbourne Ice. They just hold things up. Godfrey. Couldn't keep it in the zone. The puck goes all the way back down the other end. Cooper. Raimundo keeps it in and fires one towards goal. Lukoviak collects it. The Melbourne Ice, they chop that off and dump it back in. Cooper just holds the puck up. Does well. Able to find Lukoviak. Now Molly Lukoviak. Looking for a pass forward to McClellan. Couldn't quite come off. Demesis falls over, but finds the Andersons anyway, who takes the blue line. Does well to get past the defender, now circles back. Finds a teammate at the blue line, a wrist shot towards King. King gets down and makes a save. The puck was loose. King didn't know where it was for a second. Was able to regather. See here, Anderson just circling and plays it back up to the blue line. It's the wrist shot there. King did lose it for a second. He was able to gather. Salmons and Davis Tope face off to the right of King. Salmons wins it again. Pulling that, the blue line, keeps it in and just tries to fire a shot at goal. It's cut off. The Inferno just lifted up and out, and Salmons will try and track that one down. The play there, Clark Crumpton, I think it is, on the backhand, looking to get it past Pearce. Plenty of bodies in front of Pearce. The puck is still loose. Clark Crumpton able to gather again. Now at the blue line, another shot, and getting down and blocking. There's Marnie pulling that Webb shot. Now Davis Tope back the other way, takes the blue line. Tries to get a shot away. Good stick work there from Webb. Able to cut off that goal scoring opportunity. Now Salmons through the neutral zone with speed. Takes that blue line. Just holds up the puck. Looking for teammates to come in and support. Feeds in front. There's a shot from Clark Crumpton. And Pearce is there to make the save. See here, Salmons using the speed to attack the zone. Feeds it in front. Clark Crumpton there trying to get the redirect. Off the face-off, Del Basso wins it for the Inferno. Bailey now just controls a pluck of the blue line, tries to fire a wrist shot. That's blocked. A second shot, which also gets blocked and hits bodies. It's fed back in front. There's no one there for the Inferno. Baker now. The Julian's got the puck. Fires a shot at King. King holds on. Baker gave it to Julian. Entered the zone. It's a wrist shot. King gets down and saves with the glove. Off the face-off. Julian did win it, couldn't quite control it. Zoe Webb now. Spins and turns. Garbutt able to find Malcolm. Malcolm goes out to Del Basso. Del Basso trying to find space to shoot. Gets a shot on Pearce, who makes a save and then covers up the rebound. See here the Inferno getting some joy down that left-hand side. Del Basso just cuts back in. Gets a shot away. Pearce able to save. Off the face-off, Butler wins it for the Melbourne Ice. Down in the corner though, McKenzie gathers it. Noddle goes in there for support. Dutton is in there as well for the Melbourne Ice. His players just lying on the puck now, and the officials have finally had enough. Really great contest, this one. Two quality teams just battling it out end to end. Some tough hockey here tonight. Now Noddle, great hands. Noddle still has the puck. Back up to the blue line, a shot gets deflected and up into the netting. Great hands from Marina Noddle. One of those players over the years for the Perth Inferno. We've seen some great goals, just able to deke her way through and dangle through defenders and score. Salmons and Davis Tope now. Been a great battle between these two at the face-off. Bit of a scramble. Now Davis Tope able to collect it now. Just turns and holds on to it, just tries to feed it in behind the net. The Perth Inferno feed it in front, but there's bodies there to block it. They do have the puck now. Clark Crumpton's there. Anderson comes through, takes the puck away. Just has enough speed to get away from Clark Crumpton and fly down that left-hand side. Tries to feed it into Nisimovic. Now St. Amart just calm things down. Now the Ice, they go on the attack. Cooper. Inferno looking to go across the ice. St. Amart cuts that one off. Couldn't go and gather the puck because of the delayed offside. Now the Inferno. Bruce Salmons will just dump it in towards Piers. And taking no chances. Holds on. You see here, Salmons just fires one on towards Piers. And went off for a change. We have actually seen that throughout hockey throughout the world now. Instead of just dumping it in, people are just throwing it towards the goaltender and bouncing pucks because you never know what could happen. We did see that there from Salmons. Abby Webb now just wraps it around the boards, looking to clear it on the other side. Georgia McClellan. Malcolm, nice backhand pass, finds Del Basso. Now Del Basso through the neutral zone. Gets it back now, Del Basso. Now fires it towards Piers, who gets down. Makes a great save. The puck deflected, or got a bit of a poke check from Del Basso here. From Julian, does well, gets back defensively. The puck fires back towards Del Basso. A great save from Piers. Off the face-off. Melbourne Ice trying to run away with it. They're able to exit their zone momentarily. He's dumped back in by the Inferno. Marnie Pullen now. Just lifts it up and out. Relieves the pressure. Now Marina Noddle has the puck. Just protects the puck with the right arm. Gets a shot on Piers. Now Danielle Butler using that speed. Great job by Bailey. Just the strip Butler of the puck. Now the Ice, just losing an edge. As Marnie Pullen had the puck, and it looks like we have a penalty here for tripping. Lily McClellan will go sit in the box. Marnie Pullen is one of those defenders who can jump up off the rush, off the blue line, and does have great hands and speed. Can really trouble opponents, as we've seen there. Gets the Melbourne Ice on the power play. With 4:53 remaining in the period, this is a big, big opportunity for the Melbourne Ice. They do keep it in the zone. They just dump it in and trying to go to work on that forecheck. Inferno just trying to wrap it around the boards. They do able to clear it. In the neutral zone now, Salmons just dumps it. The Ice now, and they'll go to work. Anderson just holds it up. In that far corner, Anderson gets it back. St. Martin out. The blue line just walks it a little bit, fires a wrist shot. Plenty of bodies there. Bounces back out. Anderson. St. Martin. St. Martin. Tries to feed it across to Julian, who has it now. Bounces off the corner. Julian now gathers back in the slot, just couldn't get it cleanly to get a shot away, and the Perth Inferno are able to clear. Force Piers into the save. The Inferno, they make a change. Julian now, with speed, enters the zone, fires one towards King, that goes wide. Anderson falls over, runs into King. The Inferno are able to clear all the way back down to Piers. And Piers just plays it to Butler. Garbutt's pressuring. Perth Inferno doing a good job so far on this penalty kill. They did enter this weekend with 70% on the penalty kill, the Perth Inferno. Butler now. Just dekes her way through, trying to get a clear opportunity. Aspen Cooper does well just to stand Butler up and allow King time to jump on top of it and cover it up. We see here Butler gathers, just dangles her way through, but Cooper does a great job. Just with the body, just to outposition Butler and allow King time to dive on the puck. 3:09 remaining in the period. 16 seconds remaining on the power play. Godfrey, Butler, Cockburn all out there. Davis Tope as well for the Melbourne Ice. And Pullen, who's got the puck now. Godfrey's got it now, fires a one-timer. It's a great pass into the slot. Big opportunity for Godfrey. Now back down the other end. Del Basso puts some forechecking pressure on. Salmons has a puck now. Just backhands a pass towards the slot. Del Basso spins and shoots. It goes wide. Another shot towards Piers. That goes wide. Del Basso now collects the puck. Cockburn trying to lift it out. Gets it out of the zone, but only as far. Georgia McClellan just backhands it in, and Scala will try and go in on the forecheck in behind the net. Melbourne Ice, they chip it out now. Icing waved away. Inferno looking for a pass through the neutral zone. Beat everyone. Now the Melbourne Ice with 2 minutes remaining in the period. Marnie Pullen just skates it in behind the net. I mentioned before, happy to jump up into the offense, Marnie Pullen. Now the Melbourne Ice just trying to find Godfrey streaking in. And beat everyone. Now the Inferno. Sarah Salmons now with speed, able to get around a defender. Salmons forehand, goes 5-hole I think, and scores! Sarah Salmons. A big, big goal for the Perth Inferno. Late in the period, you see here, a terrific pass out of the fence, and Salmons through the neutral zone. Able to beat Piers. And that is a big, big goal. Sarah Salmons, second goal of the game. And late in this second period, it has been an arm wrestle. Perth Inferno, Melbourne Ice are tied at 3. Now the Perth Inferno. They're looking for more here late in the period. Bouncing puck in front of Piers. Del Basso going to work here. Feeds it up at the blue line. Shot from Cooper. Looking for the redirect. Now the Ice will finally relieve some pressure here. Anderson just gets stood up. Still working away, Anderson on the puck now. Feeds it back to the blue line, St. Amant. Looking for a lane, just fires a shot towards King. There's plenty of bodies there. Puck bounces out. Anderson working hard. Davis Tope spins and shoots. Anderson, King makes a save. In behind the net, Del Basso. Wrigley Eunice keeps it into the blue line. Time winding down here, 37 seconds. Fires a shot towards King. Covers up the rebound. We see there on the replay, Wrigley Eunice off the blue line. Inferno lead the shot count 23-18. Off the face-off, there's a battle. Butler wins it, still holds on to it now. Butler goes in behind the net. Still has it, Butler. .20 seconds remaining in the period. There's a battle on the far side. Butler and Cochran are there. And the officials blow that one dead. And for the Melbourne Ice, be a good outcome. They can reset here off the face-off. Noddle and Butler. Butler wins it. There's a shot that's blocked. Georgia McClellan now has it for the Inferno. 7 seconds remaining. The puck in behind King now. No one can win it cleanly. The Melbourne Ice now trying to get it out. And that'll do it. The 2 periods of play. We finished the second just like we finished the first. All square here between the Perth Inferno and the Melbourne Ice at 3 goals apiece. A terrific contest, a battle back and forth between these two teams. After 2 periods, all sets us all up for a big, big third period here at Cockburn Ice Arena. We'll have a short intermission. We will return for the third period. Don't go anywhere. We are set for a big 20 minutes of play here in Perth. After 2 periods, it's the Inferno 3 and the Melbourne Ice 3. Welcome back to Cockburn Ice Arena as we get set for a big third period of play here between the Perth Inferno and the Melbourne Ice, as we are all square at 3 goals each. In that second period, it was Sarah Salmons picking up a goal for the Perth Inferno, and Emily Davis-Pope as well for the Melbourne Ice. As we see here, the head-to-head, the goals, it's 3 goals for the Inferno. 23 shots to 18. The Inferno lead that one, and the save percentage between these two goaltenders, Sasha King for the Perth Inferno with a .833 save percentage, and Michaela Pearce for the Melbourne Ice with a .870. 2 penalties for the Inferno, 1 for the Melbourne Ice, and the Melbourne Ice have gone 1 for 2 on the power play. The Inferno 0 for 1. It's going to be an electric third period here between these two teams. As we have seen in both periods, in the back half of that third period, you give these teams a little bit of space and time, and they've got plenty of players across all of their lines who can create something out of nothing. A little bit of speed, a bit of stick handling work, and they can find that space to put one away. We should have a big 20 minutes here. And who knows? We did see overtime in Melbourne between the Adelaide Rush and the Melbourne Ducks today. We might be in store for something similar. We will wait and see, as the ice has been cut. As we get set for the opening puck drop in this third period here at Cockburn Ice Arena, we are underway. Now the Perth Inferno looking to get it out of their zone. They do. Melbourne Ice, they just track back defensively. Just fanning on that pass, but able to regather as Davis-Pope in that far corner, pressured by Salmons. Anderson for the ice, able to work it out now. Anderson still working away in the neutral zone against Scala. Nice now. Gonna get something going. Bailey. Cut off by Julian. Has time to fire a shot that goes off the side netting. King was able to cover the angles there. Julian still has it for the Melbourne Ice. Just ran into a teammate, and now the puck gets held up. Salmon's now able to grab the puck and just chip it and try and chase it. St. Amant does well to just stand Salmons up and give Raimundo time to go back and collect, which she does. Backhand pass back to St. Amant. Just spins and wiggles away past Isla Malcolm. Now finds Baker at centre right. With a little backhand pass to Godfrey, now to Julian. Julian able to find room in the slot. Fire one past King and scores! Christina Julian. Second of the night. Time and space. Works the way into the slot. Fires one top shelf. Lock the side on King. See on the replay, just time and space, and King had no chance. And Christina Julian, an early goal here for the Melbourne Ice. They lead at 4-3. Off the face-off, it goes in to the Perth Inferno zone. They try and work it out. Melbourne Ice keep it in. Julian now has another shot at King. Backhand goes up into the logo. And King able to control the rebound. You see on the replay, Julian, the backhand shot straight into the logo. King able to get the rebound. off the face-off. The Inferno win it. It was Garbutt winning it against Butler. Butler does have it now behind the net. Spins and turns. Gets a shot on King. There's a rebound. Butler gathers it again in behind the net. It's got Cockburn as a net front presence. Butler still has it. Fires a shot towards King. There's plenty of bodies in the way. It's Abby Webb defensively from Inferno. Garbutt goes in to help. Now the Inferno finally able to get the puck out. They go forward here. McKenzie against Dutton. Inferno have it. They feed him in front. Doesn't quite get there as Garbutt bounces off the shins. Cochran able to clear for the ice. McKenzie now goes back to the defender. Gets to the red line. Just dumps it in. They go to work on the forecheck as they make a partial change in Inferno. Anderson. The one-touch pass out to that left-hand side as Davis Pope couldn't track it down. The Inferno, they just dump it back in. Clark Crumpton couldn't handle it. Anderson now skates clear. Enters the Inferno zone, just holds it up, looking for a teammate, tries to slide it in towards Davis Pope. That's chopped away by Bailey. Backhand pass to Zoe Webb. Salmons now. Feeds it up the boards. Finds Clark Crumpton. Nice, do a good job defensively through that neutral zone. Anderson, though, has the puck nearly stripped and able to regather. Bailey just holds on to it. Perth Inferno captain. The defence to attack just chips it into behind the net and chases after her own puck. Feeds it back in front. Couldn't quite get a shot away on Piers. And the ice able to relieve the pressure. Gala back to the defender. They just lift it up and out. Looking for Del Basso. Just bounces off the body. Godfrey now collects, but a great defensive play there from Malcolm. Del Basso collects it. Backhand pass in behind the net. Malcolm feeds it into the neutral zone. There is no one there. Peyton Mark just dumps it back in. Cooper has time. Just lifts it up into the neutral zone. It goes all the way down towards Piers. We'll have to make the save and we'll cover up. 15:27 remaining in the period. Inferno do lead the shot count 24-23. You see that save from Piers. I did mention earlier, it's becoming a trend, especially if you watch the NHL, just flipping in pucks towards the net. Teams either making a change or just trying to relieve pressure. Inferno now in behind Piers. Del Basso just feeds it in front, looking for Noddle. Just went behind Noddle. Now the Melbourne Ice will go back the other way, but great footwork there defensively by the Perth Inferno. Molly Lakoviak. Now the Melbourne Ice, Butler. Another great defensive play from Lakoviak. 2 in a row. Garbutt now just tries to chip it in. Looking for McKenzie. Just stripped of the puck there was Georgia McClellan. That was by Butler. Now the Ice will pull in that corner, just tries to feed it back to Butler. Dutton plays it along the boards. Inferno, they do keep it in the zone. Not for long though. Now the Melbourne Ice down that left-hand side. And behind the net, trying to feed it in front, looking for Anderson. Couldn't get on the end of it. Dutton now. We'll just chip it in. Mislimovic will go in there on the forecheck for the Ice. Doing a good job. Anderson now joins the fight. Mislimovic now spins and fires a wrist shot towards King, who just pushes that aside. Davis Tope now collects the puck in behind the net. Just circles, backhands it. The battle along the boards and the Inferno win out. Now Salmons just chipped that one forward towards Piers. Scala Salmons just feeds in front. Clark Crumpton freaking in. Gets a shot away. Terrific pass from Salmons. Just knew where Clark Crumpton was. We see here Scala battling and Salmons gets the puck. Just feeds in front and Clark Crumpton all alone. And St. Amar getting down low to protect the goaltender. And Piers made the save. Big opportunity there. Scala off the face-off. Piers gets up and gloves it. There is a rebound, but able to cover up. Off the face-off here. Scala is going wide, but Piers wasn't taking any chances. Inferno win it again. There's a wrist shot from near the blue line. Now it's in behind the net. Salmons. Pressured offered by Julian. Julian just feeds the pass up. No one there. Zoe Webb gets back to the Perth Inferno. Holds up the park. Just fans on that pass. Now the ice able to gather in behind the net. Julian holds onto the puck. Now feeds it to Godfrey. Looking for the pass up to the blue line, Godfrey, but it got chopped away. Scala now. Just set a red line, dumps it in. There's a Perth Inferno make a change. Isabella Raimundo now for the Melbourne Ice. Tried to pass across ice and Noddle nearly picked that one away. We do have a penalty. As the Melbourne Ice were scrambling, we've got a hooking penalty. So a big opportunity. Marina Noddle just pressuring there on the forecheck as Raimundo tried to play across ice and forced a penalty. Inferno on the power play. They're yet to score a power play goal across their opening weekend and today in Inferno. It's their 14th so far this season. Back up to the blue line. There's a shot. The body's in front. It deflects wide. Cockburn's there for the ice defensively. Koviak in there for the Inferno, just trying to dig that puck out as Cockburn just taking precious seconds off the clock. Puck is not going anywhere. Now finally Noddle able to retrieve the puck. Del Basso at the blue line. Just walks the line looking for a lane. Tries to find the Koviak. The pass to Koviak, who feeds it back in front and Noddle couldn't quite handle it. Del Basso will go back and collect. Butler pressuring, forcing the turnover. Davis Cope comes in to help and now Noddle's getting pressured by Butler. Doing a great job on the penalty kill here for the Melbourne Ice. Butler now down on her knees. The puck is stuck in that far corner and the officials blow it dead. Terrific work on the penalty kill there from Danielle Butler. Just pressuring and forcing the turnover and trapping the puck in that far corner. Off the face-off, the one-time shot was from Carmen Anderson. Sasha King just flashed the glove. Terrific save. You see here off the face-off. Davis Cope wins it and Anderson. King just flashes the leather. Anderson and Garbutt battling away. Now Bailey collects for the Inferno in behind the net. McKenzie kicks it along the boards. Looking for Lily McClellan to chase after it. Dutton's there for the ice. McClellan falls over. Loses an edge. In behind the net now. They feed it back up towards the blue line. They get a wrist shot on goal. That is blocked. And now the Melbourne Ice. They'll go back the other way. Off the block. Trying to get a shot on King. That is blocked. The Inferno get back. Spin and shoot. Another shot that is blocked. They kill off that penalty. Melbourne Ice. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Jack Witz. Couldn't get around the further play and just kicked him into the neutral zone. Marty pulling out. Lifted the puck. Inferno. Back up to the blue line. Plenty of pressure there from the Melbourne Ice. Cooper, who pumps it in. Scala looking for a lane, fires a shot, that goes wide. Koviak jumps up off the blue line to gather. Melbourne Ice though. Julian to Baker. Baker entering the Inferno zone. Just holds onto the puck and then just a little backhand chip. Finds Godfrey behind the net, tries to feed it back in front for Julian. The puck just bounces in front of King, who tries to dive on it. Saint Amant now tries to fire a shot. That is blocked. It bounces back out and Saint Amant now. The Ice able to get it out of their own zone. Julian now. Big slap shot towards King, who gets up with the chest and just pushes that aside. Lukoviak now gathers the puck. That pass is broken up. Another shot towards King, who gets up and saves. There is a loose puck. And a bit of push and shove with King covered up. As Cockburn went in. See here in the high slot. It's a nice little wrist shot towards King. A little bit of afters you come to expect between these two teams. We'll have a face-off to the left of King. Dalbasso and Butler. Butler wins it. Cockburn. That shot is blocked. Looking to fire one towards the goal. Still working away here, the Melbourne Ice, to keep it in the zone. They can't. Stripped of the puck though. Butler beats away in, gets a shot towards King. King able to get down and hold on. Daniel Butler. It's great hands here. Enters the zone. Cuts back in. Just enough room to just fire a shot away. Just a quick release. Doesn't need a lot of room. Daniel Butler to fire one away. Davis Pope wins that face off of the ice. Another wrist shot towards goal that is blocked. Puck is loose. Raimundo grabbing up off the blue line, plays it down low, gets it back. Now Raimundo has time, goes D to D. Saint Amant now fires one towards King, who gets down and glove saves that one. A bit of pressure here from the Melbourne Ice, as you see. Raimundo getting a pass back. Just went across to a D partner. Saint Amant fires one. Saint Amant off the face-off. Another wrist shot. That goes wide off a deflection. Davis Pope holds it up in the corner. Anderson now. Anderson still has it. Fires a shot towards King. It goes high. A little window there for Anderson. Couldn't take it. It's a good patch here for the Melbourne Ice. Plenty of pressure. Saint Amant just wraps it around the boards. Julian now straight off the bench will go and collect the puck. Runs through it. Gets it back now. Julian with time. Looking for an angle. Fires one at King in behind the net. Pushes it back in front. No one there. He's looking for Baker. Garbutt. Inferno having trouble to exit the zone. Melbourne Ice still have it. Good stick work from Baker. Able to hold up Webb. Now the Perth Inferno. Can they get out of the zone? They do. Down that right wing. Salmons are streaking in. Bailey just lost a handle on it. Great defensive work from Pullen. Salmons now has the puck in behind the net. Just tries to feed it in front. There's no one there. Now Marnie Pullen from defence into attack. Fires a shot towards King. Gets up with the blocker. Makes a great save. Scala just wraps it around the boards. Salmons now will try and chase this one down. And we have icing. 6:36 remaining in the period. You see here, Marnie pulling defence to attack. A shot at King, got up with the blocker. Off the face-off. Inferno win it, but there's no one there. Butler now collects it for the ice and feeds it in front. Couldn't find a teammate. Jack Witt tries to backhand that one. It's cut off by Clark Crumpton, who just chips it up, looking for Scala to chase after it. Piers with the stick, just gets it into the half of St. Amart, and now finds Butler. Now Butler through the neutral zone, takes that blue line. Couldn't get through the defender. St. Amart has it now. Collects the loose puck. Now Scala for the Perth Inferno. Has Salmons in support. Scala looks to fire a shot on Piers. The puck is loose and it might be in. At the back door, and it is. Clark Crumpton. There's a loose puck. The Perth Inferno, they're celebrating. We see the officials on the screen having a discussion. The Inferno players, they think it's in. Scala was breaking clear, went alone and took the shot on Piers. Piers made the save. No goal. As we see here on the replay, Scala takes the shot. Salmons is there. Clark Crumpton as well, streaking in. And Clark Crumpton was claiming the goal. And the puck was in the glove of Piers. So the Melbourne Ice, they still lead it 4-3, no goal. A big moment in this game with 5:57 remaining in the period. As we now wait for the officials to drop the puck here to the left of Piers. And that is a big, big moment in this game. The official. Have a look at this goal here. As you see Scala with speed, had Salmons there, decided to go alone. The initial save. Clark Crumpton sliding in. And the puck might have been in the glove of Piers. So we do have a penalty. So we'll go all the way back down the other end. So Sarah Magnuson is sitting in the box for the Perth Inferno. And we do have a timeout here. So there's plenty happening here at Cockburn Ice Arena. A goal that's waved away, a penalty. We have a timeout now as coaching staff from either team to try and settle things down and maybe go through some plays. The Melbourne Ice, they'll be on the power play. The penalty is for goaltender interference. So for the Perth Inferno, now a big 2 minutes here. With 5:57 remaining. Off the face-off. Godfrey at the blue line. Just waiting, looking for a lane. Try and feed it in front. Beats everyone, goes out the back. Pulling now. Jumps it down low, bounces off the shin. Julian's trying to collect it for the ice. The Inferno still can't get it out. It's kept in at the blue line. Julian now. Still has it. So wrist shot towards King. It goes wide. Scala just backhands that one out, and Salmons now with speed will take him on. Salmons now enters the zone. Loses the puck. And the speed of Sarah Salmons is causing havoc once again. And the power play for the Melbourne Ice is short-lived. Salmons draws a tripping call. One of the Perth Inferno, when they have Sarah Salmons on the penalty kill, either short-handed or just being able to break clear with speed. The speed that Salmons has to draw those penalties. Off the face-off, a little shot towards Pearce, who just paddles that aside. We have some 4-on-4 hockey. Bailey. St. Amart now. Go D to D. And Window plays it up. Butler now has it. Enters the zone. Butler now with speed, able to cut back in front. Falls and slides into King. I think King made the save, and then the goals came off their moorings. See here on the replay, Butler trying to go from the outside to the inside and just loses an edge. Julian and Salmons will battle at the dot. They just work on the goals here, making sure everything is right. Now we get set to drop the puck. Off the face-off, Salmon wins it for the Inferno. They take it in behind the net. 30 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. Now Salmons using that speed again, gets to the red line. Dumps it in towards goal. Getting held up now. 13 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. Cooper keeps it in the blue line. A wrist shot. Bounces off Salmons and goes wide. Now the Inferno. Now they're on the power play. 5-on-4. The puck is kept in. Bounces off Cooper's skate. Inferno now. Look at the ice zone, but nice do well just to control the puck. It's Butler in that far corner. 30 seconds left on the Inferno power play. Inferno able to get the puck out now, up to the blue line. Jakobiak just chipped it back in. Clark Crumpton used the body well. Salmons collects the puck, goes in behind the net. Still has it, Salmons. Feeds it back to Clark Crumpton. Clark Crumpton can't collect it, and the Melbourne Ice just lift it up and out towards King. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Once again, Georgia McClellan getting pressured there by Marnie Pullen. Melbourne nice, aggressive on the penalty kill. Power play is over, back to 5-on-5. Davis Pope just backhands that one in along the boards. Goes in behind the net. Lukoviak collects it. Georgia McClellan just goes back towards Lukoviak. Can't quite get to the puck. Godfrey goes in, wins the puck battle. Now it's in the corner against Garbutt. Lukoviak's in there as well. Davis Pope for the Melbourne Ice. Noddle as well for the Inferno. The puck comes out the ice. King gets down and saves. Another shot across the crease. No one's there to deflect it into the ice. Anderson now has the puck, spinning and turning. Now finds a teammate up with a blue line. Melbourne Ice, they keep it in the zone. St. Lamont finds Anderson. Battling away, 3-on-1 Anderson. Doing a good job. 2 minutes remaining in the period. Melbourne Ice lead this one 4-3. Clark Crumpton gets to the blue line, just skips it into the neutral zone. Melita Jackwitz now gets back defensively, passes the backhand pass to no one. Clark Crumpton collects Scarlett now. Jackwitz able to regather. Still can't get it out of the zone. Scarlett now backhand pass to Clark Crumpton. Clark Crumpton can't find space to get a shot away. They keep it in the zone. Bailey, a wrist shot towards the goal, bouncing off bodies. Inferno, great job on the blue line. They keep it in. Scarlett can't control it, does now. A wrist shot towards Piers. Now it's in behind the net. Puck comes out. Bailey. And now the Melbourne Ice able to get it out of the zone. Empty net here for the Inferno. Sasha King makes their way off the ice. Cooper loses the puck. The Inferno now dump it into the far corner. Salmons will chase after it. Pullen has it. They just wrap it around the boards, trying to clear it. The puck goes out of play. It's probably a good result for the Inferno. They get an offensive zone face-off with 54 seconds remaining in the empty net. And they'll see if they can go to work to try and level this game up. They win the face-off, the blue line. Clark Crumpton now tries to feed it towards Salmons. Can't control it. The Melbourne Ice now, they clear it all the way down the ice. And that'll be icing. .43 seconds remaining. Off the face-off. The Inferno, they do win it, trying to get a shot away. Plenty of sticks in there. Danielle Butler for the Ice, just holding it up. Sarah Salmons now has the puck in behind the net. Gets held up at the end boards. Danielle Butler, great defensive work. Seen that all tonight. 22 seconds remaining in the game. The Inferno have to get it out. Got to try and get a shot on goal. Scarlett has it now. In that far corner, Salmons is trying to help. Scarlett now plays it down low behind the goal. They feed it back in front. There's plenty of bodies there. Bailey's there trying to get a stick on it. 8 seconds remaining. The puck is loose. Salmons now has it. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Salmons tries to fire towards Pierce. The puck is loose, digging away. We have a whistle. We have 1 second remaining on the scoreboard. Is there enough time? Win the face-off. A one-time shot. Salmons off the face-off. Dana Mark collect the puck, and that'll do it. The Melbourne Ice. They've kick-started their season. Back-to-back away games in Adelaide for round 1. They travel across to Perth. They get a massive away win against the Perth Inferno. 4-3. A third period goal. Christina Julienne sealing it for the defending champions. Michaela Pearce on screen, coming up with some big saves. What a game we've had here at Cockburn Ice Arena between these two teams. Both have championship aspirations. And no doubt, with the quality that these two teams are, we will see them at the pointy end of the season. An arm wrestle, plenty of goals, plenty of highlight reel goals, great defensive plays. A fantastic game of hockey here in Perth between the Inferno and the Melbourne Ice. The Melbourne Ice, they win it 4-3. And we will be back here to do it all again tomorrow. 10:45 a.m. local time for the second half of this back-to-back weekend fixture between these two teams. Well, that'll do it here from Cockburn Ice Arena. The Melbourne Ice, they win it 4-3. I am Andrew McDougall. We are Thought Fox Media Group. Thank you for joining us this evening. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for another great clash between these two teams. The Melbourne Ice 4, the Perth Inferno 3.